Hey guys, what's up? I have not been on here in a while. First thing is just kind of because I'm still trying to figure out what this vlog thing is and what I talk about. It's kind of just like if I have an idea, I say it, which is what happened tonight. I did actually make a vlog a couple weeks ago to talk about this new subscription box that we got for Huntley. And I talked about it, and I talked about pros and cons that I thought. And I went, yep, I'm going to upload this. And then we gave Huntley her toys, and within 5 minutes, she had them destroyed. So I decided that wasn't really going to work out. And then the other thing is I've just been really busy, and life has been crazy, and the school year's coming to an end, and things are crazy, so I decided I had something that I wanted to talk about tonight, so I decided to jump on. First things first, I got new glasses. I really like them. I have not had glasses in over 6 months since Huntley got a hold of my last pair and put nice teeth marks in them. I am not a contact girl. I'm not a glasses girl. I need a healthy mixture of both. I have not had that. So it's super, super nice to have them back. Unfortunately, they feel weird on my face. They feel crooked. They look crooked. The lady adjusted them a bunch of times. I've been playing with them since I got them. It's almost like someone took the corners and kind of like went like this, because it's in the nose pieces where it's crooked. So I'm going to wear them for a couple days, see if I can get used to it or figure something out. And if not, I think I'm going to have to take them back and ask them to just order me a new pair. I think this pair might be defective. Other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. So, I have been really into wearing earrings, especially like dangle earrings, for work with my long hair. You still can't always see dangle earrings, but you can see them more often than studs, so I really like them. But I have had nowhere to put them, so I keep them in their original packaging, and then my dresser just looks crazy because there's all these boxes and bags and stuff everywhere. I tried looking for a jewelry box. Nowhere in town really sold jewelry boxes. I tried looking online, but I need it for a very specific reason, and they're kind of for all kinds of jewelry. So we were at Menards one day, and we finally decided that I found these little boxes that you use for like crafting, and they've been working wonderfully. I'm currently at 3 of them. I just got my 3rd to start filling. So this is what it is. It's just like what you used for beads or crafting things or whatever. I just put on all the little squares, and you can see in there my earrings currently. I grabbed the one on top, and it was the one that only had 3 pairs in there. So it works really well for my big earrings. I guess I do have some studs in there, if you guys can see. I need to figure out how to divide it up for the studs, because one pair of studs does not need this much room. And then I would be even better off because I could fit even more earrings within one. So I still have to do some tinkering with it, but I really like this. Like I said, this is my 3rd. So I have all 4 studs, and then I have my dangle ones. I really, really like it. So if you need something like that, that's a good idea. Super cheap. We just got them at Menards. Walmart only had a few selections, and none of them are what I was looking for. So, and I like when everything matches. So, with all of that being said, the reason that I decided to vlog tonight is just to kind of talk about what's been going on in my life with my health. If you are somebody that I talk to on a regular basis, somebody that I'm close to, even sometimes people I'm not close to, you kind of know what's going on, or you do know what's going on. So, I have been having a lot of health problems. It all started when I moved to Minot, and I gained 30 pounds out of nowhere over a short time period. And I mean short. Like, that shouldn't have been possible. It wasn't because I changed my eating. It wasn't because I became lazy. it just came out of nowhere. I've also had a rash on my finger since high school, and I thought it was just from wearing like cheap rings, but even after I got my engagement ring, it never went away. So my mom told me that, you know, she's been finding articles and I should try going gluten-free. If you don't know, my nephew is gluten-free and my sister is gluten-free. Both have been diagnosed with celiac, and celiac is genetic. So that doesn't mean that just because somebody in your family has it, you automatically do. But if somebody in your family has it and you have similar symptoms, you're very likely to also have celiac. So I went gluten-free, and a week after cutting out all gluten from my diet, I lost 10 pounds. Now, that sounds crazy, and it is, but truly and honestly what it was water weight. When you eat something you're allergic to and you don't have like hives or that immediate action, your body, when it's attacking that food, when it's trying to break it down, when it doesn't know what to do with it, it goes into survival mode and it thinks, oh no, there's something in our body, we're not getting what we need to, and it starts storing fat and water, thinking that it needs that to survive, that it's not going to get that anymore. So I dropped 10 pounds. 2 weeks after going gluten-free, Zach came down for my 21st birthday, and he had chicken wings and jalapeno poppers. And I just went, I'm going to try. So I had one wing and I had one jalapeno popper. Within 5 minutes, guys, I looked 6 months pregnant. I was so bloated, so sick. It was horrible. And that's when I said, okay, I definitely have a problem with gluten. I have been 100% gluten-free. September will be 2 years for me. So about a year and a half now, I've been 100% gluten-free. Things have gotten better, but things haven't gotten better. I have found out through research that celiac is an autoimmune disorder, which means the way it attacks gluten when you eat gluten categorizes it as autoimmune. So a lot of times with autoimmune, it's not just that. It means you're more likely to have other things come along with it. So I went gluten-free, lost a good chunk of the weight, but didn't lose all 30 pounds. I lost about 15 to 20 pounds, which sounds like a lot, but really it's not, considering where I was. And you think, well, if eating gluten caused you to gain this, then cutting that out should get you to lose it. It's not really what's happening. Over the last year, especially, I've been having a lot of health problems. And then it's really been magnified the last couple months and weeks. So it all started last November when I was just sick and I had a really, really bad fever. I had to miss work. Went into the doctor and they did x-rays, they did blood work. I mean, they were super, super thorough and it was awesome. And they diagnosed me with pre-pneumonia, meaning there was some cloudiness in my lungs, but not enough to diagnose me with actual pneumonia. So I got put on really, really strong antibiotics. Well, fast forward to Christmas Eve, and I'm still really, really sick, and I'm so sick now, my throat is so bad to the point that I can't swallow. You know how they ask you like 0 to 10, you can be a 10 and not cry? I was at like a 15. That scale does not work. I was at a 15. I had to go to the ER with my mom. Again, they wanted to test me for influenza. They wanted to test me for all these things. It was all coming back negative. And they said, well, finally, they look at my throat. Guys, I was there for 3 hours before they even looked into my throat. They took an x-ray first, like all these things. Anyway, They look in my throat, they took a culture, and they said, well, the strep throat one came back negative, but strep really takes 3 days out to culture, so we don't really know. So he looks in my throat, and I don't remember the medical term for it, guys, but he said the back of my throat was just covered in these little microscopic bruises. And he said it was the irritation from whatever was happening back there. It was just really bad. So he prescribed me an extremely strong dose of amoxicillin. So he told me that it probably wasn't strep throat, but then he prescribed me amoxicillin. I don't know. I have not taken amoxicillin as a grown adult, aka in the pills. Last time I took it, I was still taking the pink liquid. And guys, it killed me. I was nauseous. I was sick. I couldn't do anything. I literally spent one whole day just sitting in the chair because I couldn't do anything. So I had just gotten done with a really strong antibiotic, and then I get put on another really strong antibiotic of amoxicillin. And then everything comes around, and then even after that, I wasn't okay. I still didn't feel right. Things weren't happening that were supposed to happen. I mean, it was bad. So then I went back to my original doctor for a follow-up. And I mean, like, at the end of January, I finally got into her. And I said, things still aren't going right. Things aren't still working. I still have sore throats almost every single night. So then she put me on a really strong nasal spray for an entire month. So I was on the nasal spray twice a day for an entire month. Knock on some wood here. I have not had a sore throat since finishing the nasal spray, which is awesome. It was supposed to dry everything up, and it doesn't really feel like it did that, but I'm not having any sore throats, which is great. Currently, though, this is where I'm at currently. I feel like crap still. I have had no energy at all. My acne has been horrible. At the beginning of the year, I did the Arbonne detox, which I've done before. If you don't know about it, whole nother video because it's a long video. But done it before, love it. My whole family's done it. My sister sells Arbonne. I mean, it's great. It's wonderful. It promises clear skin. It promises more energy. It promises really just to detoxify your body. So I did it. The first week's always the hardest, but then it's supposed to gradually get better. I did it for 3 weeks, guys, and everything got worse. I got so tired. I got crabby. I had no energy. My acne was like taking over my face. I mean, it was bad. So I got off of that, was done. But I just wasn't feeling right. I still am not feeling right. So one of the symptoms of celiac is something called chicken skin. If you don't know what chicken skin is, look it up and it'll show you. But basically, it's just a bunch of little bumps. And I have it right here on both of my arms, which is really weird because if I'm not having gluten, then why do I still have one of the symptoms of gluten? So if you just kind of put everything together, my acne's been really bad. I was really sick at the end of the year, and antibiotics totally wreaked havoc on my body. I pass out, guys. And I don't mean I fall asleep. I mean I pass out at like 8, 9 o'clock on the couch. Can't be woken up. It's bad. I still have chicken skin. Just really all of these things. So finally, my mom and I talked. We got it. We've been talking about doing this since I first went gluten-free. But we ordered a 23andMe Health and Ancestry kit. Now, if you've ever seen the commercials for it, it literally says that it is for you to like figure out if you have celiac. It can test for that and just other health things and whatever. So I sent out, spit in a little container, sent it out. I'm waiting for the results now. I should get the results back April 15th through the 29th. But then what I'm going to do is my sister has a special doctor down in Texas that both her and Burke doctor through. My sister swears by this doctor. She says she's incredible, whatever. Really great to work with. So what she does is after I get the results, I'll send the results down to her, make an appointment, and then either phone call, FaceTime, Skype, whatever with her. And I'll just hopefully have some answers. And I'll hopefully know what's going on and know, I don't know, guys. I hope that I can finally get some answers. I have a teacher that I work with, and she swears, and I swear, and my mom swears, it is either going to come back as a vitamin deficiency or a yeast overgrowth. Both of those, or something completely off the cuff. Like I said, with celiac being autoimmune, there's so many things that it can leave you open for, and so many things that can be happening. I've also, for the most part, cut out dairy out of my life. I realized that things like ice cream, I'd have a bowl of ice cream, even if it was only 2 scoops, and I would just feel really yucky and really sick, and my stomach would hurt. I notice when I have too much dairy, it happens. So we, like in our mashed potatoes, we use cashew milk, and I try to avoid it as much as possible. My best friend at work, Gretchen, will tell you that I still have a sour cream addiction and a cheese addiction, but I now eat the amount that a normal person would eat, not what I used to eat. So even that has helped me, but it's still not to the point where I don't get done eating and I don't have to go lay on my stomach because I'm so sick to my stomach. It's just super, super weird. Like I said, I'm really hoping to get those results, and the doctor's just like, oh, yeah, here it is. Start taking this vitamin and do this, and everything should start balancing out in your body. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if it's something that simple. I don't know if it's something that I now have to start taking more tests for. I don't know. But I've just had, like I said, super, super tired, a lot of acne, weight gain that I just can't get rid of, stomach pain that I can't get rid of, just a lot of things. I swear my ankles have been like bigger than normal, and Zach says they're not, and I think he's just too nice. He would never tell me if they were actually bigger than normal. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of symptoms that are really weird. And my mother-in-law, who does nothing but reads on food allergies and does a bunch of stuff with food allergies, she's stumped at what this could be. Everyone's just kind of grasping for straws, trying to help and trying to be supportive, but really, we're just really banking on this test right now. So, like I said, I should be getting that as soon as the 15th, no later than the 29th, hopefully. And this doctor is really great to get into, so you can get into her. Sometimes my mom said my sister would make an appointment, and the next day she'd be able to get into her. So that's absolutely awesome, but I don't know. When I get those results, most likely I really pray that they're nothing earth-shattering. But most likely when I get them, I will jump back on here and vlog and just kind of update you on what the results were and what the doctor said and what our plan of action is. But until then, it's just a waiting game. So, yeah, I've been kind of numb to all this, and now after really talking about it and just having my own timer to reflect and be able to tell it without getting feedback from someone else, I'm really kind of getting emotional about it. Just knowing that it's a waiting game and waiting until, I don't know. I'm just really putting all of my hope and everything into this test. And I really hope that it comes back with a fix. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just really what I'm hoping for right now, is that it just comes back with a fix. So I am going to leave it there before, one, I get too emotional, or two, I continue to ramble. But I will update you guys when I get the news. Like I said, if you're in my life, you probably already know this story, and you'll probably know the news before I even vlog about it and put it up. But again, guys, I just really want to thank you for your support on this channel. And if you have any ideas on what I should talk about, what you would want me to talk about, don't be afraid to message me, text me, post on my Facebook, comment on here, your ideas. And also don't forget to subscribe so that you will know when I upload a new video, and the rare chances that I do. But anyway, guys, I just ask that you send me some positive vibes to get through these next couple weeks while I wait for my test. So that is all I have for tonight. You all have a wonderful week, and I will see you later.